Let friends in your social network know what you are reading about. The National Guard arrived in Cedar Rapids on Friday to assist residents there after Monday's deadly derecho storm that was like a hurricane. A link has been sent to your friend's email address. A link has been posted to your Facebook feed. A derecho storm knocked down trees and much of the city lost power in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This neighborhood is near Kennedy High School. Des Moines Register Iowans continue to deal with the aftermath of the ferocious derecho storm that roared across the Midwest on Monday. The storm, with straight-line winds that reached nearly 100 miles per hour in parts of Iowa, swept across Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin and Michigan before losing steam. There have been 3 confirmed deaths related to the storm in Iowa. 1 other person was killed in Indiana. As of midday Friday, some 140,000 customers remained without power in Iowa, according to another 60,000 were without power in Illinois. Iowa will submit its application for a federal disaster declaration on Monday, and Iowans should have power fully restored by Tuesday, Governor Kim Reynolds said Friday. Her comments came as she provided updates on the state's response in Cedar Rapids, where thousands of residents are still coping with the aftermath of Monday's derecho. "I want Cedar Rapids and Lynn County, and all those that have been impacted by this national disaster, to know that the entire state of Iowa stands with you," she said. She said she has already spoken to President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence about the need for help and is hopeful the disaster application will be approved quickly. Cedar Rapids was the state's hardest-hit city, where officials said Thursday the damage left by Monday's derecho was more extensive than the 2008 flood that destroyed much of its downtown. Reynolds said 100 engineers with the Iowa National Guard had mobilized in Cedar Rapids, and the state is working on setting up cooling shelters and charging stations. Monday's derecho damaged 10 acres of crops in Iowa. The straight-line winds that toppled trees and power lines across much of Iowa was unlike anything our company has ever seen, Alliant Energy spokesman Mike Wagner said. Hundreds of workers were assessing damage and clearing trees that have blocked roads and power lines, he said. A spokesman for ITC Midwest, which maintains much of the transmission infrastructure for Alliant and other utilities, said Monday's derecho caused the worst damage to transmission lines in the company's history, the Cedar Rapids Gazette said. Cedar Rapids City Manager Jeff Pomerantz said the storm touched every square mile of the city of 133,000 people, destroyed thousands of trees, damaged homes and businesses and prompted a record number of calls for emergency assistance. He said hospitals were also overwhelmed with emergency room visits by those injured or in need of other medical treatment.